Fijeron here, and today I'm going to do analysis on the episode. T-18 tries to save RATTE and Fijeron. So the episode starts with dead RATTE and the techno demon Earth Grinder beside. And then here we can see the scientist who I think thought he was dead, but he's alive. And he woke up with a sigh of relief, I think so. And he coughs. And then he checks the systems and he sees that they're dead. And then he sees through a hole in the RATTE's hull. He sees that the another German tank is digging out a grave for his friend. And then he says he didn't survive to the another German tank. And then the scientist helps. And then the scientist helps him to dig out a grave. He's like a hero of our story. He helped a lot for RATTE and Fijeron. It's very great. And then the another German tank wept. And then the scientist is like, I'm sorry. And then the another German tank says, rest in peace, Hans. I hope you're free. I hope you're free now. And then the scientist corrects the jaw of RATTE, and then he goes towards Fijeron. The German tank says, is he dead? No, the memory is intact, but the systems are shut down. He is asleep, said the scientist. And then when receiving the signal of the scientists, they pull out the memory of Fijeron. I need to hide it. If they find it, everything will turn out to have be in a vein. And then the German tank says, agreed, help me. And then they both take the memory and put it in a bush. The German tank covers them. And here we can see 3 techno demon tanks arrived. The German tank spots them, but the scientist does not. And he asks who arrived. The German tank shows that 3 techno demon tanks arrived. The German tank says, listen, I'll distract them. They can't find RATTE or the module. The scientist says, you won't cope with it alone. If I don't return by sunset, go back on the road. Then tell them we fought. We fought. That is great. Says the German tank. Here we can see the value of friendship. This 4-man missions has many moral of the stories. So from this episode onwards, the next episode onwards, I will make a moral of the story for this last at the end of the video. Okay, let's continue. And then the scientist goes and hides in a bush. And here at the background we can see that the German tank distracted the 3 other tanks. The scientist comes out and he says, you didn't come back. And he sighs and he searches for the map of the abandoned factories. He finds the map and it is an underground factory 7. The factory is our chance to save them, says the scientist. And he takes explosives, I think so, and a crowbar and some oil, I think so, and a cutting plier. In India we call it cutting plier. I don't know what they call it in your language. And then he says, forgive me, I am not finished yet, to another German tank. who is dead. So he puts on a torch and then he goes to find the underground factory, and he spots that three technodemon tanks are there, and he goes behind the bushes and he stops at an broken building. He spots that another technodemon tank is arriving and he panics, but he hides behind a box and the technodemon tank just leaves. It's that stupid, you can understand. And he arrives at the base, and he arrives at the underground base and he examines, and then he says a frontal approach won't work, and he stacks 4 boxes on each other and he jumps into a hole that was already made, and he goes down, and suddenly the floor cracks and he falls down. And that's the end of this video. If you liked my video, please subscribe to my channel. So in the next episode, in the next episode we might see the scientist going into another level, and this series is also gonna be a lag because the same happened to the hybrid series. He also fell down a crack, and then he met with this small tank, and then the series lagged, too much lagged. Let's see which series will complete first, the hybrid series or this RATTE series. This RATTE series is so much lag, bro. He's getting upgrade, getting attacked, getting upgrade, getting attacked. That's what happening from the past, I think so, 10 episodes. I don't know when they both will get separate bodies. I mean Fijeron and RATTE. Okay, bro, and this is Kartikeya. I'm sorry, not Kartikeya. This is Elite Fijeron signing out.